guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well. So you might be thinking I look a little bit strange. I've basically got my foundation and cream bronzer on because today we're going to be testing out a new concealer. You can probably tell by the title obviously what concealer we are doing today, we are using today, but I have got the Conceal and Define Infinite concealer, and instead of comparing this to the original Conceal and Define, because I've only just realised I don't have one because I used it so much and ran out of all of mine that I had, I'm going to be comparing it to the Conceal and Hydrate. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a good comparison or a bad comparison. I don't know how this wears at all, so I'm just going to give it a go. One eye will be Infinite and one eye will be Hydrate. I'm probably just as annoyed as you are because I wanted to put it up against the Conceal and Define original, but for some reason I just don't have one because I ran out of it and I had so many bottles. I kept running out and then I ran out of all of them, and in the end I just never rebought it, which is sad because I loved that concealer. I honestly, it's such a great concealer. But let's see how this one wears. So I'm going to be putting these two to the test today. If you would like to see how they wear or how they compare and how this one wears, etc, etc, then please just keep on watching. I'm going to be doing some check-ins throughout the day, showing you how it's wearing, and so showing you how the Infinite concealer puts up and holds up throughout the day, and yeah, just letting you know my thoughts. So if you'd like to watch that, then please just keep on watching. Like, my nose contour looks really strong right now, but it's probably because I've not got any concealer elsewhere, do you know what I mean? So I did keep with the Revolution theme, of course. I have got the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation on my skin, which I love. I much prefer this to the Hydrate one, I won't lie. However, I think this colour is just a bit pink in comparison to my body. This is F5, so I might have to get F6. But I do love this concealer, this foundation. So I stuck with the Revolution. I'm going to use this. Then I use the Conceal and Define matte base concealer as my contour today. Really just using a bit of everything here. Then I'm going to use the Conceal and Hydrate, like I said, on one eye, and the Infinite concealer on the other. So let's just open this up and see what we are working with. I actually haven't seen any reviews yet. I haven't watched any reviews or anything, just because I wanted to film this and get it out ASAP. So here we have it. Short, sort of fat concealer, very similar to the original Conceal and Define. The short one, again, not the super size. When I was picking this up, I think they do also have a super size Infinite concealer. So they've released everything, literally. I believe this also has 60 shades, which is mad. How can such an affordable brand come out with so many shades? And here we are with like brands that have been around for such a much longer time with a lot less shades. What's going on? So this is the Infinite Concealer 16-hour wear. I got the shade C3. So cute, short and fat little like doe foot, and the tub is obviously quite short as well. You get 5ml product in here, which I don't know, is that good, is that bad? Short wand and a small short bottle. This is the colour. So it's just a sort of neutral creamy shade, really. It's nice and thick on my hand. Oh wow, okay, I think you can already see. Let's see if we can cover up that freckle. Look at how thick that is. Oh my days. Okay, smells a bit perfumey. I can't get over that coverage. That's really, really great. So let's just shove this on my face. I'm really excited. If you haven't used the Hydrate one, let me just show you quickly. Conceal and Hydrate, sort of supersized version this is. I don't know if this comes in a short version. I keep saying supersized because obviously the Conceal and Define was in this big, was called the supersize. I don't know if the Conceal and Hydrate is a supersized version. Same shade, this is C3, so I'm just gonna pop it above it. You can sort of see the difference even in the colours. They do look different. Like the C3 in Infinite does look a bit more pink. Do you think? I'm not sure if it's coming across on camera, but it just in person it does look a little bit pinky. I'm not sure if it's got what we're saying with the coverage. it looks a bit like sort of thinner, a little bit wetter. So again, Hydrate and Infinite. Hydrate does look a little bit thinner, a little bit more wet, which might be the Hydrate sort of hydration in it. Let's just give these a go. Let's put this on my face. I'm going to do Hydrate on this side and Infinite on this side. Hydrate. And Infinite. Yeah, this one instantly feels thicker, possibly more matte. Presumably it is way more matte. If I can sort of zoom in here, hopefully we'll be able to see the difference between Hydrate and Infinite, and the Hydrate is a lot more sort of shiny, a little bit obviously like more wet of a formula. I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit. At the minute, when it comes to concealer, I have been opting for a brush to use to blend it out. So because of my lash extensions, as you can see, because of my lash extensions, I have been using a brush to sort of blend out my concealer. So I've been using this sort of round tapered brush. This is by Real Techniques. This is the Point S brush. So I've been using this to sort of blend out. I'll do one eye and then try and wipe it off and then do the other eye. Obviously we don't want to be mixing. I just like to start at the bottom here, blending that out, and then I'll work my way up to the under eye. Taking just a little bit of excess on my lid because I don't like to put too much product up there. My lashes are quite new. I've had them infilled, like, what day are we today? Tuesday. I had them infilled on Sunday, so I'm just taking it easy with makeup around my lashes. But all in all, I do like the Conceal and Hydrate. I think it's nice on my under eyes. I don't think it's got as much coverage as the Conceal and Define Original, and I think that's what quite a few people have said. But I do enjoy the formula. I do like it as a concealer. Evidently, because I haven't gone back to pick up the Conceal and Define since having the Hydrate and running out of the original. I haven't gone back to pick any more up, and obviously I think that sort of shows that I like the Hydrate. I thought I would, to be honest, because I prefer more glowy products, but the original does have more coverage. But obviously, as you can see, that has blended out really, really nicely. It's got nice coverage. You can still see my bags, and FYI, if you're new here, I have really creasy under eyes and I can't stop it. I literally cannot avoid it, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, that's one side complete. That is the Conceal and Hydrate. I'm just gonna try and rub this off as much as I can. Take off any extra product on the back of my hand. Try and clean it so we can use it for this side. Oh, that's dried down a lot. Okay. Oh god, I think it's more or less dry. That has got coverage, and like instant coverage. I won't lie, it seemed quite dry on my under eyes, and it's quite thick. Just gonna put on a tiny little bit more just to help blend it. I love the little like short and fat bottle. I think it's really cute. But yeah, future reference, this dries quite quickly, so probably best to leave it for a lot less time than I did. If you do leave your concealers, if not, just blend it out straight away because she is thick with 4 C's. I mean, you can see instantly between the two that I've got more visible creases on the Hydrate side, I think, because it's a more wet, sort of dewy consistency and formula, that I have got more creases on, which is strange, I think. Yeah, so we've got less creases on the Infinite side when we do the Hydrate side. That might be due to, I'm just going to put a little bit on the rest of my face to highlight. That might be due to, yeah, like I said, the consistency of the Hydrate is like wet and dewy, so it might have sort of just be a little bit more wet and get in the creases a little bit more, whereas Conceal and Infinite is a lot more thick, so it might be covering up the creases. I don't know if I'm just making this up, so just ignore me. For some reason, this does not want to stick on my nose. There we have it. That is the 2 concealers on my face. I'm just going to quickly set them using the same powder. I've been loving the Revolution Peach Baking Powder at the moment, so I would definitely recommend this if you are looking for an affordable loose powder. Bear in mind the packaging is just, I don't really know, I don't like it, but I think I'm quite fussy with powder packaging, like it just goes everywhere, but I haven't found one that doesn't, if you know what I mean. I have been using a sponge at the moment. I've been sort of like baking but not properly baking, so I will just take a damp beauty blender, obviously make sure there's no creases. Then the Infinite concealer definitely does crease quite quickly, and I think that's inevitable considering it's quite a thick formula that it's like obviously bound to. Okay, so I won't lie, the Infinite side looks a lot more dry than the Hydrate side at this point in time. I don't know if the powder has just clung to it or what, but it does look quite a bit more dry than the Hydrate side. I'm going to quickly go through, whiz through and sort my face out. It's currently 11:30, so I'm going to leave this on for a good few hours today. This is a 16-hour wear. I'm not going to be wearing it for 16 hours. Considering how thick and already dry my under eyes look, I don't want to wear this for 16 hours. It might completely dry out my under eyes. So I'm going to get back to you maybe in a couple of hours and I will let you know how it's wearing. Hey guys, welcome back. So it is currently 1:30, which means I've been wearing this for about 2 hours. Was it 11:30 I put it on? I think about 2 hours now. It's looking okay. Let's see if I can get some natural sunlight. Yeah, so it's looking okay. This is the Hydrate side and this is the Infinite side. I can sort of tell if I really stretch out my under eyes that the powder's set nicely on the Infinite side, but for some reason in comparison I can just sort of tell that the Hydrate side is a little bit more sort of, because it's more dewy, it's probably a little bit like I don't know, harder to set. Does that make sense if I say it's harder to set? Like it's sort of, I've got more creasing, more like lines and stuff, like the fine lines haven't properly set on the Hydrate side, whereas in comparison the Infinite side seems to probably have set. Hey guys, welcome back. So it is almost 6 o'clock, which means I think I've been wearing this for almost 5 hours, almost 6 hours. I've still got a couple more hours of wear, so I will leave it on whilst I'm just at home, gonna have dinner and stuff soon. So again, this is the Hydrate side and this is the Infinite side. I hope I haven't forgotten because I wouldn't be surprised if I forgot. Yeah, so as you can see, like I said last time, when I like sort of pull this down, you can see all the creases. The Hydrate seems to have creased a lot more than the Infinite. Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to wear it for a couple more hours. I think it looks fine anyway. I think either side look fine. I do have quite sort of deep bags and eye bags, so like that doesn't bother me right now. Concealer on the rest of my face looks absolutely fine. On my chin, looks a little shiny, but nothing to worry about. Sides of my nose. I don't even know if I put too much down there, you know. I think I put quite a bit of like foundation, obviously, everywhere. I don't always put concealer around my nose, so I don't always need it. If I'm honest, I put a little bit on my forehead, but there's no change there. So yeah, I will hopefully come back in a couple of hours. Right guys, so I do look a little bit different. Why do I always end these videos looking a hell of a lot different? My face looks really white, oh my god. To the point, I am going to finish this video here because I look really crazy and need to take this eyeshadow makeup off. I need to take this eyeshadow off. It's looking a bit heavy. My face feels a bit white. I need to have a shower. And I'm having dinner soon, so funny story, as you can see, this next bit is in slow-mo, and for some reason, somehow I managed to film this whole part of my review in super slow-mo, and I actually have no idea how I managed this. So I'm just going to briefly explain what I meant whilst we're all laughing at this slow-mo clip. I like the concealer, very thick, full coverage. If that's what you're into, then definitely give it a go. If you prefer more hydrating concealers and you have dry dry under eyes and you need sort of hydration, then definitely try out the Hydrate Conceal and Define. But all in all, I did really enjoy the Infinite concealer. I think it is really thick, really good coverage, such a great, obviously, product for the affordability. It's insane. And yeah, actually, I highly recommend it. And what did it cost? Maybe £6. You literally cannot argue that. So do give it a go if you want to try it out, because I would definitely recommend it. Anyway guys, let me know what you thought about this video down below. If you enjoy these reviews, do let me know. I love filming review videos, but they do really well on my channel. So yeah, if you want more, do let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button, because you know where it is, just down below, the red button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And yeah, hopefully see you in my next video, guys.